The blade does not care why you bleed. The mountain does not flinch at your tears. And the path will not soften beneath your shattered feet. Pain is not the enemy. It is the forge. You want ease. You want comfort. You want warmth in a world made of stone and fire. But the way does not yield to comfort. The way breaks you open. And if you are worthy, it rebuilds you sharper than before. Do not curse the ache in your chest. It is the sound of the false self dying. The hesitation, the regret, the weakness. Every fracture is instruction. You are not being punished. You are being shaped. The warrior does not beg for softer winds. He learns to cut through the storm. He does not plead for mercy from the gods. He becomes the thing that does not kneel. Stand still for a moment and listen to the silence beneath your suffering. There is a rhythm there, a pulse, a truth. You are still here, and that means you have work to do. Musashi wrote, "In battle, if you make your opponent flinch, you have already won. But what if your opponent is your own doubt, your past, the wound that never closes? Then you must not flinch. You must stare back into the mirror of your brokenness and hold your gaze until the shame fades and only clarity remains. The sword is not sharpened with silk. It is ground against stone until sparks fly. So too with you. The loss you carry? It is weight. But weight is not always weakness. Ask the mountain. Pain is the whetstone. Precision is the edge. But understand this. Precision is not the same as perfection. Perfection waits in fear. Precision moves in truth. Precision does not chase. It does not hope. It does not cling. It sees. It decides. And it acts. It does not waver in the dark. It becomes the light that cuts through it. The warrior knows this. Emotion is fuel, but it is unstable. It can burn through your purpose if left unchecked. So he does not repress his pain, he refines it. Like smoke pulled into still lungs and exhaled through purpose, the warrior breathes through agony and walks on. He does not drown in memories. He forges them into maps, lessons, coordinates for the next strike. You have been told to heal, but healing is not passive. It is not waiting to feel better. Healing is training. You do not need more time, you need a target. Do not waste your suffering, aim it. Let it be the arrow that flies truer because it has been pulled back further. Let it be the reason you stand when no one else will. The old you, the soft one, the scattered one, he died in the fire. Let him burn. Now, take what remains, grip it like steel, and build. You are not broken. You are mid-construction. The pain was part of the blueprint. Now cut with it. The enemy within does not scream. It whispers. It waits. It wears your face. Doubt does not come with horns. It arrives draped in comfort. It tells you to take a day off, to lower your standards just once, to be gentle with yourself, as if steel is ever made in gentle fires. You want to rise? Then kill what soothes your weakness. This world does not hand victory to the well-meaning. It gives it to the sharpened, to those who bleed with direction, to those who bury emotion under discipline until movement becomes meditation and routine becomes ritual. You say you are tired. Good. The wolf grows most dangerous when it is starving. Do not seek balance, seek alignment. There is no balance in war, only clarity, only movement in the direction of your chosen fate. You were not born to drift. You were not shaped to soften with time. You are the weapon, and weapons are not meant to be comfortable. They are meant to be effective. The path is narrow, the wind cuts, and still you walk. Not because you enjoy it, but because stopping would mean death. You want peace? Then fight like hell for it. Peace is not the absence of struggle. It is the mastery of it. That means waking before the doubt wakes, training while the others rest, sharpening your intent so fine that it slices through your former self with no resistance. You will lose people. Let them go. You will lose illusions. Good. Every loss that reveals truth is a step forward. Grieve nothing that made you soft. The warrior is not heartless. He is heart-disciplined. He feels everything, but obeys nothing except the path. Some days, the weight will be too much. You will hear the voice again. Why keep going? Why suffer like this? What's the point? Here is your answer. Because you said you would. Because the path did not end when they left. Because the blade still fits your hand. Because even if no one watches, you swore to yourself. And that is enough. There is power in becoming dangerous again. Not reckless, not angry. Dangerous, controlled, ruthlessly focused. Not the kind of man who explodes, but the kind who never flinches. Let your calm terrify them. Let your silence say what words never could. Let the way you move, deliberate, grounded, unshaken, be the death of everything that tried to break you. And if the pain returns tomorrow, good. It means the fire is still burning. Now feed it, and strike. The sword that trembles will never cut straight. Neither will the mind that flinches. Stillness is not passivity. It is dominance without motion. It is the storm that does not need to roar to command fear. It is the warrior standing in the downpour, unmoved, while the world waits for him to break, and he does not. You are not here to react. You are here to respond, with precision, with clarity, with force only when force is required. Let them act on impulse. Let them swing wide with emotion, hoping to land a hit. But you cut with calculation. You bleed with purpose. You fall forward, never down. The wound in your chest is not a weakness. It is where the fire breathes. And every moment you feel it burn is a reminder. You are not dead yet. So move. Not from desperation, but from design. Musashi did not fight with strength alone. He fought with rhythm, with timing, with distance. Pain taught him spacing, loss taught him flow, and solitude taught him the measure of his own spirit. Do not crave the presence of others to validate your journey. Some battles must be fought in silence, some mountains climbed alone. Because the view at the top is not meant for crowds. It is meant for those who refuse to quit in the dark. You may think you are behind, but the path is not a race, it is a furnace. Time does not matter when you are still burning. Let others chase the illusion of success. You chase the edge, that razor line between discipline and destruction. You do not need praise, you need practice. You do not need applause, you need alignment. Every repetition is a sharpening, every early morning a declaration, every controlled breath a strike against chaos. The world will not notice when you finally master yourself. It will only react when nothing moves you anymore. No betrayal, no loss, no hardship, nothing. Because the man who has sat inside his pain and dissected it like a blade under moonlight is the man who cannot be undone by it. So train until your hands know what your mind doubts. Strike until the hesitation evaporates. Stand until standing becomes instinct. And if the day comes where you are tested, when the weight doubles and your knees shake and the fire flickers to near extinguishing, you do not run. You do not collapse. You adjust your grip, tighten your stance, and you go again. Because pain is not your enemy. It is your instructor. And now, you are its master. There will come a moment, not loud, not grand, no thunder, no applause, just breathe. You will wake, and the pain will still be there, but different. Not as a wound, but as a weight you've grown into. It no longer crushes you, it centers you. And in that moment, you'll realize you are no longer the man who was broken. You are the man built from what broke him. This is the quiet victory, not the kind others see, but the kind that reshapes the soul. You will speak less, move slower, see clearer. And when people look at you, they will sense it, though they won't know what changed. They will feel the calm, the still power. The sword, once loud in the hands of the uncertain, now glides like wind in silence. You have become deliberate, not fast, not slow, precise. You no longer chase, you no longer run, you stand. And because you stand, others waver. You have learned that mastery is not about control. It is about surrendering to the right things. You surrendered comfort. You surrendered weakness. You surrendered the lie that said you needed to be saved. And in that sacrifice, you gained everything. Because now, you walk into storms with a calm heart. You enter chaos with unshaken breath. You carry solitude like armor and pain like a compass. You don't need easy days. You don't ask for light loads. You simply ask for one thing, that the fire never dies. Because as long as it burns, you can forge, you can shape, you can cut. So let them question your silence. Let them underestimate your scars. Let them mistake your restraint for passivity. They don't know what it took to become this still. They don't know what you buried to walk this steady. They don't know that the man before them was once shattered and rebuilt himself with nothing but discipline and a blade. This is your way now, not paved, not promised, but precise. And you will walk it, alone if you must, silently if you must, but always forward. Because you did not survive just to survive. You endured to become something more. So when the next pain comes, and it will, you won't flinch. You'll nod, you'll breathe, and you'll strike. With calm, with focus, with unshakable aim. Because pain no longer owns you. It follows you. And you, warrior, you turn pain into precision.